So it's time for a guided tour of my mountain house. First things first, despite the fact that I've spent this entire video blowing my own trumpet about how cool this build looks, I think it's important that we quickly acknowledge how cool this build looks. This might just be one of my favorite houses I've ever designed ever. I'm super happy with it. But the best thing about this build is that it's incredibly functional as well. Did you see that? A goat over there trying to steal the limelight from a mountain house? What are you doing? As I was saying, this structure is packed, filled to the brim with all sorts of different functionality. The first of that functionality is my movable storage system. So down at the bottom here, you can see Mumbo storage. It's looking not very impressive in the slightest. But if I press this button, things will start to happen. Now, it takes a little bit of time to get going. It takes a little while for the items to start moving through. But as you can see, we are now getting my storage dropping through into this barrel right here. A house on top of a mountain, that's a bit tricky to get to. Sometimes you want to quickly grab some stuff and have it more accessible. So you can move your storage system from the top all the way down into the bottom. Now, if you want to get up into the house, all you have to do is hit this button right here and you will go up through the elevator and make your way into the basement, which I think we can all agree looks rather lovely. But then if we hop up this ladder here, we're on the first floor of the build. And this one is very important because this is the farming storage system and also the farming activation area. Food is difficult to come by when you're on top of a mountain, but thankfully we've got ourselves a triple farm. And if I hit this button right here, that will harvest and all of the items will make their way into this barrel. So we should see that is all starting to flow in now. The design itself is pretty old school, but it definitely does the trick and covers all of the food that you're going to need. Time to quickly do some replanting. And finally, we move on to the top floor of this build, which is the bedroom and also the storage system. Now, as you can see, storage system is completely empty because all of my items are down at the bottom there. But pressing this button requests all of the items to come up to the top. And as you can see, they're all here. So we have a mobile storage system which allows us to access our important items in two areas, depending on where we are in our base. That is incredibly useful for someone who is as forgetful as I am. So that, my friends, is that. My Minecraft 1.18 mountain house has been completed. It looks fantastic. It works incredibly well. I'm really, really happy with this build. And I hope that you like it as well. Hope you found this video enjoyable. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.